All right, I found a campsite that I'm happy with. You can hear some gunshots in the back. People are target shooting. I have pretty good views around. I have a really nice view that way. Would have liked to see the mountains a little bit better. I could see the tops of them over there. See one over there, some over there. But I'll take it. There's a breeze that picks up periodically, but shouldn't be that bad. Supposed to get pretty windy tomorrow morning, so I probably won't deploy the awning. Obviously, this is my first camp trip in the new Tundra, and with the new tent, rack, all kinds of new stuff. And so this will be a kind of a shakedown run. I thought about going to Utah, but that's not really a place that you want to go. I don't want to drive 7 hours for a shakedown run. So those that know will know where I'm at. Anyways, I cracked open a beer. Just felt like it. I wasn't going to have one, but I thought, what the heck? I'm going to relax and enjoy this for a while before I start setting up camp. This, I didn't show you when I opened it, is Trailhead Fog by Living the Dream Brewery. And this, even though I'm not really doing the Noah beer score, I'll probably add it to that. This is probably a 10. It could be even more than a 10. This is fantastic. So again, it's Trailhead Fog, if I can speak English, by Living the Dream Brewery. I think they're here in Colorado. Wow, with that breeze not blowing, it's warm. Beautiful day. I'm shocked there's not a lot of snow up here. There's a little bit spread around, but I thought I'd be standing in snow today. It is now February 5th, I think. And craziness that there's no snow here, or very little snow here. Colorado's had very, very little snow. I feel sorry for the ski resorts and the people that work there. There's hardly anything. Very few runs are open. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy this. I just wanted to check in real quick. And after I enjoy this, I'll set up camp. Nice to be back out with the new rig. All right, camp is set up. Let's take a walk around. So this is camp. It's a little breezy. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay. Been sitting over there. It's a little bit out of the wind. Got my fireplace set up and the fire reflector. Hopefully it's not facing the wrong way. I'm kind of thinking it might be, so I might have to move it later. There was somebody left some wood here, and I thought about having a real fire, but with the breeze, and I'm just not going to do it. Got the tent all set up. I'm very excited to get in there, spend the first night in there. This is OVS Lots. I don't know how to pronounce that. LHOTSE. Got an OVS awning, which I'm not going to set up because of the wind. Eventually you'll see it set up. What I like about this tent is this scissor thing going on right here. So you have some more room down at the bottom, which I really like. So there's a lot of room. You can actually sleep either way here with your head down here or your head here, and it'd be just fine. It's set up to have your head on that way, but we'll see what I do. Using my front runner boxes that I got. Everything that I have was purchased from Rack Stars from my friend Nick, who owns it. And there's a link down in the description. Really cool guy. I bought almost everything you see. The deck system. He's a deck distributor or dealer. I got that's an OVS rack as well. Obviously the OVS tent. I did all OVS stuff. I've had OVS stuff in the past and I liked it, so I decided to go with that. One of the things I like about the OVS rack is that shelf back there, and it's a perfect place to mount my Max Tracks. Perfect. I got these, and I'll show you from this side. Walk up the ladder here so I can show you better. I got these little locking mounts to mount my shovel and my axe, and I like that they lock. Very easy to access and very sturdy. I mean, I can move this whole truck this way. Got my fire extinguisher mounted. I'm not sure it's going to stay there, but that's what I did. Oh, I guess this was supposed to be a walk around camp and not walk around the truck, but I'll kind of do both. Got some views of mountains over there. Should be a nice sunset with the clouds. Should be lots of reds and pinks and stuff, so that should be nice. You can hear somebody shooting down over this way somewhere. Got a nice view this way. Probably hard for you to see, but there is a nice view back out that way. I've had that view before from different campsites. I've never camped here before. There's a main road right over here. I have seen one person drive by, but I don't expect a lot of people up here. A lot of people don't winter camp. Got views of, let me zoom in here, the mountains along here. Just not a lot of snow. I mean, it's shocking how little snow there is here. It is February. I misspoke earlier. It's February 6th, not 5th. And this should be covered in snow by now. The suspension on this TRD Pro is awesome. I got sidetracked about talking about my Tundra again. This TRD Pro has great suspension. I didn't air down, and yet the ride was still nice and smooth coming in here. Way better than my 4Runner. I mean, my 4Runner suspension was really, really old, so this is fantastic. Sorry. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with me getting sidetracked. Here's a view up this way, the top of a mountain back over there. Probably can't see it very well. Fair amount of snow up there, but still not as much as there should be. Really looking forward to the sunset. So that's camp. Like I said, it is a little bit breezy, but I'm looking forward. I haven't been camping in a few months with all the holidays and stuff, and trying to kit this thing out. So it's nice to have all the space in the cab. I'm going to go back to my Tundra. It's nice to have all this space in the cab for all my camping stuff. I had to really pack the 4Runner to the gills. Even have some stuff I don't really need for this trip. Those are the walls to the awning, which I'm obviously not going to use. I'm not using a refrigerator because it's nice and chilly. And so I just brought a cooler. So that's holding my beer and my dinner, which you'll see later. Let's take a gander up in the tent. Get a little bit of light in here. Unfortunately, my sleeping bag zips on the wrong side. I even bought this sleeping bag because in the 4Runner I needed it zipped on that side. But this one, in this tent, kind of zips to the wrong side. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Whether I get a new sleeping bag, because it'd be nice to enter from this side. But right now the zipper's on the other side. So I'll see if I can deal with it. This tent has a nice light. Let me turn it on. So that's nice. These over here are also windows. So there's plenty of windows in here in the summer. This will be nice. There'll be plenty of airflow. There's even a window with that front being kicked up. There's a window right at the front up there. I did bring 2 sleeping bags. In case I get really cold, I can get into my summer bag and then into my winter bag. So we'll see how it is. I mean, I tolerate cold pretty darn well. But if I do get a little cold, I got this little thing. This is a butane heater. So the butane just goes in the side back here, just clicks in. And I've tested this in the garage just to get the smells off, all the oils and stuff from manufacturing. And it was quite nice. Obviously, it doesn't blow hot air, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I even need it. Like I said, I'm used to cold, and I'm pretty okay with it. So we'll see. I might even test it and just kind of see how it goes. It's sitting on a cookie sheet because I can't remember how hot it gets on the bottom. I don't think it gets that hot. There's kind of rubberish feet at the bottom. But I didn't want to take any chances, and I also don't know if I'll leave it here. I might move it a little farther away from the wall. But we'll see how that goes. A lot of headroom. I don't quite know where I'm going to mount my iPad. There's a window thing on this storage thing, but my iPad's not going to fit in that. So I don't quite know what I'm going to do. I did bring a mount where I could mount it to that bar right there for the kick out. So, but my head's going to be here. So I don't quite know what I'm going to do. I might switch positions and just keep my head down there. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's my tent. Zip it up a little bit. It's nice to not fall. Climbing down a ladder with one hand. In my 4Runner, you saw that I had a electric faucet for my Dometic water tanks. I don't really need that anymore because I'm just going to set the water tank there, and that'll work just fine. And so there you go. Got my Jackery. This front runner case has my cooking stuff in it, my pots and pans, and some food, just to always have food in here. I do have food in this drawer, one of these drawers. And and I always carry a regular jet boil. So I pretty much always have food with me. I think that's it. I can tell you that I'm loving this Tundra. I am really loving it. Since my last video, I also changed the tires. So the tires that came on it sucked. And these should be a lot better. I also changed the rear springs because of all the weight of everything. So, and that was fun to do by myself. But I got it done. All right. Excuse me. I'm going to continue relaxing and enjoying this nice winter weather in Colorado. And I will probably not check in until I start to make dinner. Well, it's been a nice camp. First night in the tent went well. It was cold. Got down into, I checked in the middle of the night. I woke up and it was 32 inside the tent and 18 degrees outside. Not bad. Usually I can sleep in 32, but I was pretty cold. Not freezing, but cold. So I started that little heater. Actually, I started before going to bed too, and it worked fantastic. It really warmed up the inside of the tent really quick. In the middle of the night, it warmed up the tent really quick. The only thing is I can't sleep with it. I'm too afraid of it. I'm afraid I'm going to move and knock. I won't knock it over, but I could touch it with my sleeping bag, and that kind of scares me a little bit. So I don't know if I'm going to use that anymore. I might, but it definitely works, but I'm a little afraid of how hot it gets. So I don't really want to set a fire inside the tent, so probably won't use that. Everything else, great. The mattress is a little hard, but that's because it's cold. I might look into kind of one of those mattresses that I had in my Forerunner, which is foam and air. So I can adjust the hardness or stiffness, whatever. Firmness, that's the word I was looking for. And so that would also allow me to collapse it and have a little bit more room in there and just leave sleeping bags up there. They say in this tent you can leave the sleeping bags up, or your bedding. They say bedding. But I don't know. It's fairly hard to close. But we'll see. In the summer, that mattress might not be bad because it's warm. But I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyways, it was a good night. Thanks for coming along. Do all the YouTube things. Comment, like, subscribe. And very successful first outing with the Tundra rooftop tent and all that stuff. So had a great time. And I'll see you in the next one. Grumpy Galver. It's a beautiful day. Once that sun came up, it's nice. I'm going to enjoy my coffee, enjoy the scenery, and then slowly pack up and go home. Bye.